In Tallahassee, Florida, on March 16, 2022, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper found themselves in a high-speed pursuit of a stolen vehicle. As soon as the trooper activated lights and sirens, the suspect floored it, turning a simple stop into a full-blown chase. The suspect veered into a parking lot, circling around in a wild attempt to shake the trooper. But as the trooper closed in, something happened that the suspect definitely didn't see coming. Stay tuned to see how this unfolds. This has to be one of the most flawlessly executed pit maneuvers you'll see. The suspect was brought to a stop and taken into custody without further incident. What's your take on this chase and the trooper's precise maneuver? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. On June 7th, a murder suspect fled Ohio police at speeds over 100 miles per hour. Dayton police say officers began pursuing 57-year-old William Hefner after spotting him in his truck, just days after he allegedly shot another man and fled the scene.
Come on! Come on! Still westbound Oak Ridge. I don't see anybody behind me.
The lead officer in the pursuit called for backup as the suspect sped through someone's lawn in a desperate attempt to escape.
Bailing out Oak Ridge Tyson. He's continuing, going northbound on Tyson. Come up, come up, come up. I'm car number 2. I think person's going to be car 1. Still,
As a second officer took over the pursuit, he confirmed the suspect was speeding over 100 miles per hour. That speed ultimately caused the suspect to lose control and crash.
Wreck out, wreck out, wreck out!
Following the crash, officers rushed to the suspect's truck and quickly pulled him out.
Show me your hands! Do it now! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Don't you move! Hang on, get him on the other side. Get him on the other side. Pull him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get out here. Pull him out. Get him on the side.
The suspect was arrested and taken into custody, bringing the chase to an end. Police report that an officer attempted to pull over a driver for a suspected traffic violation near Missouri 150 and East Outer Road. But when the driver refused to stop, a pursuit was quickly underway. At 12:35 p.m., the driver lost control of the SUV, causing it to flip over. Thrown from the vehicle, he ended up in a nearby ditch. Video shows the officer rushing to the scene, searching for the driver before finding him and performing chest compressions. A nurse and her husband who witnessed the crash also stopped to provide crucial aid until paramedics arrived. On August 23, 2022, Florida Highway Patrol became involved in a pursuit of a suspect who allegedly stole a box truck. This chase is surely one of the wildest you'll ever see.
Wrong way, Archer Road. Wrong way, Archer Road traffic. 100 block. Reserve canal block. Reserve canal block. Back in the right lane of travel. No acceleration point. Right behind you. Anybody have any ideas on fitting? Can we fit a two-wheel drive or a two-wheel rear vehicle? What kind of vehicle is it again?
First of all, how do people think they can escape from multiple patrol cars in a box truck? Yet, despite the size of the vehicle, that didn't stop him from driving recklessly.
Definitely dangerous. Corey, where you at now? R393, R393. 75 Cal Chinese 6 out in front of Master Coast. What's that going on? I'd like you to update, please. We're eastbound. Or past some Burger King eastbound.
When I'll call from ESO eastbound.
ASO units 2300 Archer.
Knowing the risks involved, the trooper still decided to execute a pit maneuver to bring the chase to an end, but it didn't go as planned.
Locked him in. That's the perfect opportunity in that plaza.
Hey, pulling. Alright, he's running through the Best Buy plaza. Put on him now, the lead vehicle. Oh, signal 4 into a ASO K9, still eastbound, place P. Hey, you good?
Signal 4, gaining wrong lane of traffic. Evidently wrong lane of travel. Pass. Stand by. Going through dark corner. Attempted pit. We are going through the Metro Diner Plaza.
Despite multiple attempts at a pit maneuver, the suspect kept fleeing, managing to evade capture every time. However, when he finally exited the parking lot, he made the surprising decision to jump out of the truck and flee on foot.
Southbound 34.
The suspect was arrested and taken into custody, bringing the chase to an end. What are your thoughts on this wild pursuit? Let us know in the comments. On September 7th, 2022, a trooper initiated a traffic stop on a red Pontiac Grand Prix after it passed him on the right shoulder at 50 miles per hour. Upon making contact, the trooper detected the odor of marijuana, and after questioning the driver, Eric Winfort, he began to search the car. During the search, the female passenger suddenly climbed back into the driver's seat and fled the scene, initiating a pursuit.
And my sister might have something in there as well.
Hey! Hey! Stop! Put him in custody!
Female jumped in the car on me and took off. We're almost to the bridge. Unfortunately, she stopped in traffic. She may have wrecked. She did. She wrecked out Varsity Stormy 1016.
After fleeing from the traffic stop, the woman crashed the red Pontiac into a box truck, splitting the car in half. The trooper advised dispatch of the wreck and called for an ambulance as the female, identified later as Brittany Johns, was found severely injured. She was taken to the hospital by EMS, and a subsequent search of the car revealed a .22 revolver in the backseat area. A check of her ID confirmed an active warrant out of Illinois for her arrest. In Escambia County, Florida, on June 21st, 2022, multiple patrol cars were involved in a high-speed pursuit of a silver SUV.
I think you did already here.
Chase lasted about 5 minutes. However, when troopers attempted to arrest the suspect, he refused to exit his vehicle. Watch as multiple troopers worked together to remove him from the vehicle and see how the situation unfolded. Troopers were able to get the suspect out of the vehicle and arrest him, bringing this wild chase to a dramatic end. On October 1st, 2024, a trooper was notified by the East Point Police Department of a bolo for a white Nissan NV Georgia tag, recently reported stolen. The vehicle was tracked to the area of Flint River Road and Caden Road. As troopers got closer and activated emergency lights, the suspect failed to stop, sparking a high-speed pursuit.
Be advised, when we come out of this apartment, we're on the back side of 681 Flint River, coming out to Flint River in a second. Hey, be advised, unit, she's probably going to try to ram your vehicle. Bat 1, can somebody notify the man? Hey. Lieutenant Warren. We're coming out of the complex right now.
The suspect entered the road by making a left turn from a right turn lane, then began running red lights and driving recklessly.
I'm clear on 20 and Terrace.
Hey, somebody call this for me.
We're going northbound on Fayetteville Road, past Church Street. Is that up on Pit?
I'm clear on Pit.
I'm gonna try up Pit again. Stand by right there. 60 miles per hour, Fayetteville Road.
The trooper attempted a pit maneuver, but it was unsuccessful. The suspect accelerated even more, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers on the road.
I'm clear.
Beautiful Fair Boulevard, Old 138.
Thanks, I'll call it.
I'll try.
Clear on Fayetteville Main.
After nearly boxing in the suspect at a traffic light, he managed to escape and continued fleeing. But when another trooper joined the pursuit, he was ready to show the suspect who's boss.
Alright, dude, it's Obi calling. Radio Ubi, 138 coming up on Government, sir.
I'm sorry, 138 government. I'm sorry, 138 government.
Pete, roll over, roll over.
Y'all got him?
Negative. Negative.
I see him.
You see him? You got it. Let me see your hands now. Let me see your hands now.
The trooper executed a pit maneuver that sent the suspect's vehicle into the trees, causing it to roll over multiple times. Troopers then rescued the suspect from the wreckage and arrested him, bringing this intense chase to an end. On August 29, 2023, Trooper Soto of the Florida Highway Patrol attempted to stop a black Mercedes. Moments later, he informed other units that he was in a pursuit, as the driver failed to stop. The suspect decided to hit the gas pedal to the floor, gaining some distance between himself and Trooper Soto. However, 3 minutes later, another trooper took over the pursuit as the primary unit.
Black Mercedes. Mount Olive Road. Making a right on a Berkeley. Light traffic. Turning south on Berkeley.
The trooper executed a pit maneuver at the traffic lights, which was enough to stop the suspect. The trooper arrested the suspect on the spot and took her into custody without further incident, effectively bringing the chase to an end. An Ohio State trooper attempted to stop a blue Hyundai, but the driver fled, making a poor decision that ultimately ended badly for him.
1188 chopper, signal 40. Taking off, we're Union and East 130th. Eastbound on Union. Blue Hyundai.
Sure, our units are not in view.
Yeah, 1188, we're heading that way. He just made that right-hand turn southbound on 146. We're just south of Kane, heading northbound. Brake lights are on. He's coming up to Kane now. Gonna roll through the stop sign at Kane. Coming right
With
in.
helicopter assistance, the troopers had a significant advantage in the chase, allowing them to track the suspect from above and maintain a clear view of the pursuit.
Cutting through traffic just a little bit on the sidewalk. He's making a right-hand turn now, eastbound on Miles. Passing a pickup truck, picking up his speed. Got moderate traffic. He's going to make a left-hand turn now north on 135th. Pulling into like a parking lot area is westbound.
Tahoe's went through the intersection on your right, that parking lot, on your right, there.
All right, he stopped right now. Like a church bus in the area. He's back in the car. He's going to be taking off again. He's back eastbound.
As the trooper in the patrol car received information about the suspect's direction, he arrived at an intersection where the suspect attempted a right turn. The suspect lost control, causing an accident.
Coming up to 123rd now. It's going to T intersection. All right, he just 31, possible 31A. Start fire. Signal 34 at the intersection of 123rd and Ferris.
Ferris is right here. There he is.
31, possible 31A, certified.
Other troopers arrived at the scene of the accident and quickly arrested the suspect, taking him into custody. Both troopers were transported to the hospital with minor injuries for evaluation and are expected to recover. K. Hunter was unharmed in the crash and has since returned to duty. In 2022, in Dawson County, Georgia, state police received a report of shoplifting suspects fleeing in a Ford Fusion. Upon locating the vehicle that matched the description, they activated their emergency lights and sirens. The suspect slowed down but did not pull over completely.
If you'll let know Dawson, I have them stopped. We're southbound just before 13. Occupied times 4.
The suspects drove onto the shoulder lane and came to a complete stop, but as soon as the trooper exited the patrol car, they accelerated and fled the scene.
You ready there? Taking off on me on southbound. Native pit.
The trooper quickly caught up to the suspect and executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin off the road. The trooper then exited his patrol car and arrested the suspect.
Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Face away from me and walk backwards to me. Walk backwards. Back to me. Back.
The suspect were successfully arrested and taken into custody. Police out of Arizona alerted Oklahoma Highway Patrol to be on the lookout for an armed robbery suspect in a stolen vehicle. It didn't take long for troopers to spot the car in Canadian County, and when they attempted to make the stop, the suspect hit the gas and sped off.
Eastbound to Kilpatrick.
950 City, shots fired. They shot one through the back window. Still pointing the gun.
Still pointing your gun.
Ooh, that was ugly. So yeah, I've taken one round through the front windshield.
Despite the suspect repeatedly opening fire at the officer, the brave trooper kept the pursuit going, determined to bring the dangerous chase to an end.
TBI.
Troopers successfully stopped the suspect near the Luther exit, but he exited the vehicle, grabbed a rifle, and continued firing at law enforcement. He took cover behind his vehicle as the Oklahoma Highway Patrol tactical team arrived, along with Oklahoma City Police and the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office arrived to assist. After a tense standoff, law enforcement was forced to return fire, and the situation ended with the suspect's life lost. Trooper Matthew Price was on a routine traffic stop when he was notified about the pursuit of a stolen truck. He quickly returned to his patrol car and joined the chase as the secondary unit.
Speed's 100. Into a red light. Traffic's light. Clear left, clear right. I think it looks like a rental truck. Speed's 90. Back in Old Concord. 21's trying
As the primary trooper in the pursuit accelerated, the suspect slowed down, giving the trooper behind the opportunity to execute a pit maneuver. However, the suspect somehow regained control and continued fleeing.
21, if you take a little break, I'll take this slow down some and we'll just try to get the until you get there. If you find the safe space, go ahead if you slow down.
Coming up to exit 20.
Yeah, go exit 22 on 54.
Yeah, we're eastbound 64, coming towards Mulberry.
Yeah, go eastbound 54 coming in Mulberry.
We continued on past Dollar General, speeds 85. 21, you're going to have to get up here. Earl Lane, it looks like Earl Lane.
Troopers were close to ending the chase several times, but the suspect always managed to recover. However, the troopers remained determined, giving their best to stop the suspect.
He's passing somebody on the right shoulder. Speed's 100, past the Mulberry. Okay, roll over from the direction. You got him pitted out. Pitted out.
Finally, the trooper executed pit maneuver that successfully stopped the suspect. The suspect and passengers were both arrested and taken into custody, bringing this wild chase to an end.
Good job, guys.
In Glendale, Wisconsin, on April 10, 2022, a stolen car sped through the streets before falling apart and spinning out of control. Police were in pursuit of 7 teenagers, the youngest just 12 years old. It all began at Bayshore, where Glendale police chased a stolen Kia. The driver swerved into oncoming traffic, narrowly missing another vehicle at an intersection.
Eastbound on Mill. They have 2 flat tires on the driver's side. They're going wrong lanes into traffic again. There's no traffic though. They're coming up to 1 car on the Mill that's going west. They're going east. They're approaching Green Bay. A red light on Green Bay. They're approaching. They're slowing down. They're going to be going south on Green Bay in the wrong lanes of traffic. I'm going to be terminating. They're coming up to heavy traffic. I'm at 4 with 50 in. 10-4, just following, not in pursuit. They're coming up to traffic. They're south on Green Bay, coming up to Bender in the wrong lanes of travel. All right, we are east on Bender. I'm back in pursuit. They're on the correct lanes of travel.
With 2 flat tires, the driver continued to speed recklessly, showing complete disregard for the safety of other drivers on the road.
We are continuing east. We're in the correct lane of travel now. East on Bender, approaching Sunny Points. Their car is falling to pieces right now. They just lost their back tire and their back bumper. We are eastbound on Bender, passing Bittersweet speed. Coming up to a red light at Bender and Port. Nearly missed the vehicle, slid out of control. In pursuit, driver's black male, red sweater, black pants, short afro.
The driver eventually lost control while trying to avoid an accident at an intersection, and the passengers made a run for it. Police confirmed that there were 2 females and 5 males inside the car, ranging in age from 12 to 17 years old. However, all passengers, along with the driver, were arrested. On February 20th, 2024, Deputy Jones clocked a Kia K5 speeding at 101 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone on Interstate 285 East in Clayton County. When he tried to pull the driver over, the suspect refused, sparking a high-speed pursuit.
690. He's taking off. Show me in pursuit. We have 110.
The suspect was driving at a dangerously high speed, weaving in and out of lanes and cutting far too close to other vehicles on the road. His reckless maneuvers put everyone around him at serious risk.
Pit, 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 pit! He recovered. We're now approaching 675 south. Speed's back up to 100. Get on the 670 clock. He tried to juke me and went back on 285 east.
As the suspect continued to drive recklessly, he crashed at the next intersection.
Get your hands up! Get on the ground! I'm gonna shoot you! Get on the ground now! I'm gonna shoot you!
The trooper arrested the suspect and took him into custody, finally bringing the chase to an end in Bryant in the state of Arkansas. On September 9, 2023, Bryant police were monitoring the area for a reckless driver when they spotted a vehicle speeding and running red lights. Despite attempts by the police to initiate a traffic stop, the suspect refused to pull over and even drove into oncoming traffic at times, continuing to evade arrest. The suspect was driving extremely recklessly, showing a complete disregard for the safety of other drivers on the road, weaving through traffic and running red lights without concern for the potential dangers posed to others. As the suspect was driving at a high rate of speed and passing other vehicles, he lost control, drove into a ditch, and rolled the vehicle multiple times. The driver was ejected several feet from the vehicle and unfortunately did not survive the crash. On June 1st, 2024, Akins was stationary on I-75 north of Pine Ridge Road when he noticed a silver 2018 Dodge Charger with an illegally tinted windshield. After initiating a traffic stop, the driver, Mr. Carlos Alberto Castellanos, provided his license and registration. However, Trooper Akins smelled marijuana coming from the vehicle. Backup was called, and Trooper Rodriguez arrived on the scene. As Trooper Akins ordered Mr. Castellanos to exit the vehicle, he made sudden movements and reached into the back seat. Fearing for his safety, Trooper Akins drew his weapon and ordered the driver to exit. Mr. Castellanos ignored commands, put the vehicle in drive, and fled the scene. Troopers boxed in the suspect, but he managed to break free. However, with troopers staying close behind, they decided to execute a pit maneuver to bring the chase to an end. Both troopers executed pit maneuvers, but neither was successful, and the suspect continued to flee. After the suspect made a right turn at a traffic light, the trooper executed one final pit maneuver, bringing the suspect vehicle to a stop. Both troopers exited their vehicle and arrested the suspect and took him into custody without further incident, bringing this chase to an end. Early Sunday morning around 5:30 a.m., a patrolling officer spotted a suspect setting a supermarket on fire. Surveillance footage reveals the suspect pouring a flammable liquid along the building side, igniting it, then fleeing the scene. Moments later, he jumped into a vehicle, sparking a chase with officers close behind.
Radio. Somebody started a fire. Deep one fresh. I'm on scene.
Okay, we'll get Effie on the way. Have the car to assist at Dearborn Fresh.
There's a lot of fire. I'm trying to catch up to the car. It's a gray Buick. They just went northbound on Ruby.
I see northbound Ruby.
Stop on, lights out, on wrong traffic. It's a Chevy Malibu, no plate.
Chevy Malibu, no plate. Do you have a color?
It's gonna be green color, and we're on Prospect right now. Going westbound on Prospect.
The suspect drove recklessly, weaving in and out of lanes at a dangerously high speed, making the chase even more intense as officers struggled to keep up and bring him to a stop.
We're on Prospect, I'm behind it. No plate, looks like occupied once. We're on Prospect, still westbound. Let me have other units come from the other side. They lit up the whole place on fire. Have FB response, please.
He's already on the way.
You're at my car. You're at my car. for me, I'm ramming him.
3 okay, ramming the vehicle.
The chase took a turn when the suspect hit a curb, deflating a tire and forcing him to stop. But he wasn't done yet. Jumping out of the vehicle, he took off on foot with officers hot on his trail.
We're running westbound through the yards. Stop now!
Westbound through the yards.
We're going to send the dog! Get on the ground! Go back in your car.
Moments after fleeing on foot, the suspect was swiftly apprehended and taken into custody, bringing this intense chase to a definitive end. On February 9th, 2024, Florida Highway Patrol found themselves in a pursuit after spotting a vehicle exceeding the posted speed limit. As the trooper attempted to catch up, the driver continued to increase his speed. When the trooper activated his emergency lights and sirens to pull the driver over, the driver failed to stop, leading to the initiation of a pursuit.
All units, 1046 traffic, 616 at mile marker 149 southbound, in reference to a vehicle taking off.
The biker was driving so fast and recklessly that part of his bike fell off. However, that didn't deter him from continuing to drive erratically. The biker accelerated even more and took the first exit, making a significant mistake when he attempted to overtake another vehicle. The biker took the exit too fast and couldn't slow down enough, causing him to lose control of his bike and crash. The trooper came to a stop and arrested the biker, taking him into custody without further incident. On May 21st, 2018, police pursued a man suspected of shoplifting from a store in West Memphis, Arkansas. Three patrol cars joined the pursuit, attempting to box in the suspect. However, a miscalculation allowed him to escape, and the reckless chase continued. A trooper executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin. The suspect then drove into oncoming traffic, ultimately colliding with a truck. Troopers quickly arrived on scene, arresting the suspect and taking him into custody without further incident. In Miami-Dade County, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper located a stolen truck sitting at a traffic light. Just as the trooper stepped out to make the arrest, the suspect hit the gas, kicking off a high-speed pursuit through the streets. Let's see how this chase unfolds.
1155, I got the signal 10, he's fleeing. We're gonna be 826 eastbound from 12.
826 eastbound from 12, is he on foot or is he on signal 10?
I'm behind a signal 10, black GMC Benelli. It's gonna be a 28 of 47 Bravo, Zulu, Romeo, Quebec. We're gonna be eastbound 23. Alright, 23. I believe he's signal for the vehicle right now.
The suspect showed zero regard for the safety of others, weaving recklessly through traffic and even colliding with other vehicles. In the chaos, he blew out a tire, but that didn't stop him. This pursuit just got a whole lot more dangerous.
He's going 12 whiskey, now going on the turnpike, signal 4 versus a truck, and we got to roll over. Let me see your yet! Let me see your.
With a blown tire, the suspect lost control, veering off the road and crashing into a truck, causing it to roll over. Fortunately, the chaos came to an end and the suspect was taken into custody. Now, here's a question for you. What punishment do you think he deserves for all this? Let us know in the comments. In Polk County, Florida, on February 27, 2023, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper witnessed an accident where the driver responsible fled the scene. When the trooper activated emergency lights and sirens and attempted to pull the vehicle over, the driver failed to stop. The trooper executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to roll over. The suspect was rescued from the vehicle and arrested. Later, the trooper identified the vehicle as stolen, and the suspect was taken into custody without further incident. On April 14, 2024, at 10:42 a.m., Trooper Akins observed a maroon vehicle speeding at 117 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone on State Road 91. After activating lights and sirens, the driver failed to stop, continuing northbound and passing vehicles at speeds up to 120 miles per hour. Trooper Schumann joined the pursuit as the vehicle drove on the right shoulder and grass, continuing into Sumter County. The pursuit remained at high speeds with no signs of slowing down.
Coming in with this traffic now, coming past the left lane now, turn the left lane, going that way, that way.
Inside shoulder, 105.
The suspect was driving at high speeds, passing vehicles dangerously close and showing no regard for the safety of others on the road. Troopers knew they had to stop the suspect as soon as possible, as he was endangering the lives of everyone on the road.
Might be taking the exit.
Yeah, this one taking an exit, still going northbound. Northbound right now.
I held up on the baby seat.
Get on 75 here, about 100 outside.
After 5 minutes, the trooper finally managed to catch up to the suspect, getting close enough to execute a pit maneuver. The pit maneuver was executed successfully, and the suspect was arrested and taken into custody, bringing the chase to an end. On September 6, 2024, Trooper Teddy Henderson conducted a traffic stop in Blytheville after observing the driver, Remius Thompson, not wearing a seatbelt. Upon approaching the vehicle, Trooper Henderson introduced himself and explained the reason for the stop. Thompson was unable to provide identification and instead gave a false name. While Trooper Henderson returned to his patrol unit to run a background check, Thompson took advantage of the situation, putting his car in drive and attempting to flee the scene.
.34 Jonesboro 1037.
34.
Going through a bank parking lot right here at North 2nd.
North 2nd.
First and Sycamore. Cherry Street.
Cherry Street.
Trooper Henderson quickly caught up to the fleeing suspect and used his patrol vehicle to ram into Thompson's car, causing it to collide with a pole and come to a stop. As Trooper Henderson exited his vehicle, it appeared that he had the situation under control. However, the suspect had other plans and made a sudden, reckless decision to resist arrest.
Get down!
Hello!
However, this reckless decision proved to be a poor choice for the suspect. As Thompson fled on foot, Trooper Henderson quickly deployed his taser, successfully incapacitating him. The suspect was arrested and taken into custody without further incident, effectively bringing the chase to a swift conclusion. On August 26, 2023, while stopped at a red light on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, the trooper observed a blue Honda Accord make several abrupt lane changes without signaling. The driver then made an unsignaled right turn onto Oglethorpe Avenue, followed by another onto Ann Street. The trooper activated blue lights and reported the vehicle to Troop F Communications. When the driver fled south on Ann Street, the trooper activated the siren and notified dispatch of the pursuit. The driver continued east, fleeing through the grass before losing control of the vehicle. The car drove across a sidewalk and crashed into a building, destroying the handicap support rail and damaging the apartment door. The suspect immediately exited the vehicle and attempted to flee on foot, but with nowhere to go, the trooper exited his patrol car, taser in hand. The suspect surrendered and was arrested without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. On July 4th, 2022, while in a stationary position, a trooper spotted a BMW driver speeding. As he began following the vehicle, the BMW accelerated. When the trooper activated his emergency lights and sirens, the driver refused to stop. As the driver entered the highway, he picked up even more speed, endangering multiple lives on the road. Determined to stop the suspect as quickly as possible, the trooper pressed on. The suspect stuck his hand out the window, gesturing as if he were going to pull over, but continued driving fast and recklessly. The trooper, focused solely on stopping him, closed in to execute a pit maneuver. The trooper executed a successful pit maneuver, sending the suspect's vehicle into a ditch. He then exited his patrol car, arrested the suspect, and took him into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. The thefts were reported on August 31st, and by September 1st, detectives had tracked the stolen items to a recycling plant on Northwest Gainesville Road. There, they learned a woman named Nabafeld had twice visited the facility with vases. The vases were recovered, and when questioned, Nabafeld admitted to selling them for $50, though she claimed she didn't know they were stolen. Reflecting on the incident, she told a reporter, "It's not worth the $50, and I've learned my lesson." Meanwhile, deputies were on the lookout for a suspect named Marchesano, who was spotted driving in Ocala. When officers attempted to stop him, he kept driving, refusing to pull over.
Go. All right, guys, we're 1031 northbound on Pine.
Yeah, we're ready to sign it. Everyone, you gonna call up?
I got it. Coming across the bridge, crossing the tracks.
Lima 1265 has Jacksonville Road blocked, so nobody can pull out in front of them, but it's gonna create some issues in traffic.
All right, guys, coming up on 20th Street here.
With the assistance of a helicopter overhead, the chase became even tougher for the suspect. Multiple patrol cars joined the pursuit on the ground, leaving the suspect with nowhere to hide and the pressure mounting by the second.
All right, guys, you got traffic coming. Be careful, be careful. All right, road's clear. Road is clear.
Oh, yeah, the time.
Yep.
5916.
Road is clear.
I need another unit at the stage for stop.
All right, we got him pitted right here at the livestock pavilion. Pitted at the livestock pavilion.
26, pitted at the livestock.
As soon as the trooper closed in on the suspect and confirmed the road was clear, he executed a precise pit maneuver, bringing the pursuit to an end. Troopers quickly moved in to safely remove the suspect from the wrecked vehicle, arresting him on the spot. He was then taken into custody without further incident. On March 17, 2024, the teenage driver, determined to evade officers, escalated the situation into a high-speed pursuit. The officers continued pursuit, prioritizing safety due to the erratic driving. The suspect, now on the highway, continued his reckless driving, weaving in and out of traffic at high speeds and disregarding all safety precautions. Officers stayed in pursuit, closely monitoring the dangerous situation as it escalated. As he exited the highway, the suspect crashed into a parked vehicle. He then fled on foot but was quickly apprehended by officers. Tragically, the crash resulted in the death of 44-year-old Michelle Wall, who was inside the parked vehicle. The suspect was arrested and taken into custody. In Vidor, Texas, police engaged in a pursuit of a stolen pickup truck. When troopers located the vehicle, they activated their lights and sirens, but the driver refused to pull over, sparking a high-speed chase. The suspect was recklessly weaving through traffic, ignoring the safety of everyone on the road. fired from the pickup truck's trailer, adding to the troopers' challenge as they pursued the suspect. Even when he hit a construction zone, it didn't stop him from driving recklessly. The suspect lost control of the truck and crashed. Within seconds, troopers surrounded him, making a swift arrest. Taken into custody without further incident, the high-speed chase finally came to an end. On June 6th, White Lake Township Police initiated a traffic stop near M59 and Fisk Road after a woman gave officers a fake name. While the officer ran the plate against the name, the driver, later identified as Mercedes Morris, attempted to flee the scene. As police discovered that Morris was wanted on multiple outstanding warrants, she sped off down M59, leading to a high-speed chase. Officers pursued her as she accelerated and continued evading capture.
She's running westbound 59, approaching Kegger.
Negative. Someone westbound 59 running home.
She's got multiple.
Morris was driving at high speeds, running red lights, and weaving in and out of traffic, showing a complete disregard for the safety of other drivers on the road. Her reckless driving made the pursuit even more dangerous as she continued to evade officers, putting everyone on the road at risk.
We got good plate info.
Morris eventually lost control of her SUV and crashed into a utility pole along M59 and Ridge Road in Highland Township, knocking it down. Officers quickly surrounded the vehicle and took her into custody. In addition to her outstanding warrants and suspended license, Morris now faces charges of fleeing and eluding, along with several other offenses related to the pursuit.
Get back in your car! Get back in your car! Dude, get back in your car!
In Houston, Texas, Officer G. Chapa attempted a routine traffic stop on 42-year-old Chad Michael Duhan around 3:30 p.m. on Kingwood Drive. With open felony warrants, Duhan chose to flee, leading officers on a pursuit that ended at a dead end in a strip center. But the chase wasn't over just yet.
Heading eastbound.
Believing Duhan was armed, Officer Chapa discharged his firearm. Duhan was not struck and took off on foot, darting through an alleyway and into a restaurant parking lot, eventually making his way into the employee area. This pursuit was far from over.
I'll just give the airplane.
One white male gray shirt, short white muscle shirt, blue bandana.
White muscle shirt, very short.
White muscle shirt.
White muscle shirt, short bandana.
Heading east on Kingwood. Which way? Back in front.
After bolting through the employee area and trying to slip out the back, Duhan ran right into Officer Chapa, bringing his escape to an abrupt end. This chase was officially over.
Hey! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Turn around! Get on your stomach!
What, man? What's that do?
Get on the ground! If you get up!
He said what, dude?
Get up! Get up, see what happens! Get up!
Even at the end, Duhan refused to cooperate, prompting Officer Chapa to deploy his taser and finally bring the suspect under control. Duhan was then arrested, marking the end of a tense pursuit.
Let me see your hands, put your hands behind your back! Get like that. A nice hand, just give me a second. C51, you can open it over here.
On August 29th, 2024, Corporal Arnold was patrolling eastbound on Interstate 30 near the 76-mile marker when he observed a black Dodge Charger following a semi-truck too closely. As Corporal Arnold caught up to the vehicle, it suddenly slowed down significantly below the posted speed limit. Corporal Arnold activated his blue lights to initiate a traffic stop near the 78-mile marker, but the suspect vehicle continued to travel at a reduced speed, eventually exiting the interstate. The suspect vehicle pulled over at a mobile gas station where the traffic stop was set to take place. As soon as Corporal Arnold approached the suspect vehicle, the driver hit the gas pedal and fled the stop, initiating a pursuit. The black Dodge Charger accelerated away from the gas station, prompting Corporal Arnold to follow in an effort to apprehend the suspect and bring the dangerous situation under control. The suspect drove recklessly at speeds exceeding 140 miles per hour, weaving in and out of traffic and even passing vehicles on the shoulder lane. This reckless behavior significantly escalated the danger of the pursuit, posing a serious risk not only to the suspect, but also to other drivers on the road. Corporal Arnold was forced to navigate the high-speed chase carefully, prioritizing public safety while attempting to apprehend the fleeing suspect. pursuit continued to the 88-mile marker, where traffic began to slow down, leaving the suspect vehicle with limited options. Corporal Arnold attempted a TVI maneuver as the suspect vehicle turned directly into him. This collision resulted in disabling damage to both the suspect's vehicle and Corporal Arnold's patrol car. The suspect was taken into custody without further incident. Mr. Penny was subsequently transported to the Clark County Detention Center and booked on the following charges: following too closely, fleeing by vehicle, criminal use of property, reckless driving. On April 9th, 2022, in Forsyth County, Georgia, state police spotted a Dodge driver weaving through traffic and making unsafe lane changes. The driver initially pulled over to the side of the road, but as soon as the trooper approached, he accelerated and fled the scene, sparking a pursuit. The Dodge driver accelerated and sped off, but one trooper had already positioned himself ahead of the suspect and set up spike strips. As the suspect drove past, the trooper successfully deployed the strips, deflating the tires. After his tires were deflated, the suspect came to a stop and found himself surrounded by multiple patrol cars. Troopers quickly exited their vehicles to arrest the fleeing suspect.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
In custody.
The suspect was successfully arrested and taken into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. On September 12, 2021, a 12-year-old boy led Doña Ana County Sheriff's deputies on a high-stakes pursuit in New Mexico. The Doña Ana Sheriff's Office had received multiple calls about a juvenile recklessly driving an SUV through the Las Alturas area. Deputies attempted to pull the vehicle over, but the young driver refused to stop, leading them on a tense chase through residential neighborhoods.
Hey, they just hopped into the hotel parking lot.
99, so please go in the wrong way on the Del Rey exit behind the movie theater. Hey, nice. So just still going the wrong way, coming up to the. He just head-on collision right here at the 25 exit behind Sam's.
The young suspect sped out of a parking lot, driving straight into oncoming traffic. With no time to avoid impact, he collided head-on, bringing the dangerous pursuit to a sudden and dramatic end.
Yeah, so just still going the wrong way, coming up to the 45, the 25 exit. behind Sam. What's up the door middle 45?
Nobody.
What's up the door middle 45?
Car! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get the fuck up there! Get down!
After the crash, deputies made a shocking discovery: a 12-year-old driver with ammunition for a 9mm handgun in his possession. Following the trail, officers found the gun tossed from the SUV during the chase. As paramedics arrived, body cam footage captured the young boy in tears, claiming he was forced to drive by other kids in the vehicle. Officers immediately worked to detain the other juveniles. Thankfully, the boy was unharmed, while the driver of the other vehicle, who had children on board, was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The 12-year-old was later booked into the Doña Ana County Detention Center, facing charges for aggravated fleeing, conspiracy to commit burglary, and possession of a stolen vehicle. On August 18, 2021, a trooper stationed on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard near I-16 overheard APOD carrier with the Savannah Police Department attempting to stop a vehicle on I-16 westbound. The driver refused to stop, leading APO carrier to pursue from I-16 to I-516, where the driver exited onto Gwinnett Street, then turned back east. Despite being informed that the officer was legitimate, the driver called 911 and stated she wouldn't stop, even with blue lights and sirens activated.
168.
163 westbound.
And 168. Now we got a target cover. Well, I think I get you to a landing at 5-6, so that'll be a super.
168 right coming. Looks like we're going to get off of Channel 4. Okay, bring it.
Hands up!
As the woman took an exit, the trooper executed a pit maneuver, bringing her vehicle to a stop. He then exited his patrol car, arrested her, and took her into custody. She began to cry, claiming she hadn't seen the emergency lights, but by then it was too late. On September 24, 2023, Trooper Booth attempted a traffic stop on a 2006 BMW with fictitious tags, but the driver failed to stop, a decision that would likely become one of his worst.
4921.
I 25 and 37.
When the driver ran a red light, Trooper Booth informed other units about the situation, announcing that he was now in a pursuit.
By the bridge, just before Scott Henderson.
Trooper Booth conducted a TVI maneuver near the Stanton Road overpass, causing the suspect to crash. The impact ejected the suspect from the vehicle, and he later died from his injuries. According to the report, an FN-57 semi-automatic pistol was found in the car. The Arkansas State Crime Laboratory identified the suspect as 32-year-old Byron Brown. In Marion County, Florida, on Sunday, March 20th, 2022, troopers received a tip that a pizza delivery driver's vehicle, stolen while the driver was making deliveries in Gainesville, might be in the area. Deputy Carr soon spotted the vehicle and attempted a traffic stop. However, the driver, identified as 16-year-old Keyshawn Jelks, refused to stop, prompting Deputy Carr to initiate a pursuit.
Clear 1. 6534 westbound 77th Street.
Westbound 77th Street. Taxi 04190 Air 1051.
Signal 4, signal 4.
10-4, signal 4.
He's driving through the ditches here.
10-4, driving through the ditches.
As the trooper closed in to execute a tactical vehicle intervention, the suspect suddenly veered off the road, driving through ditches in an attempt to prevent the maneuver.
Probably heading towards the interstate, guys. 040 1048. Continue west on 326 that's North Gainesville Road.
On 326 passing Gainesville Road.
Head towards for the interstate.
10-4, heading towards the interstate.
Coming up on the interstate. Still on 326.
10-4, still on 326.
Bound on the interstate on 326.
Northbound on the interstate.
Hit on the on-ramps. That's what it.
When Jelks attempted to merge onto I-75 northbound, Deputy Carr disabled the vehicle with a successful pit maneuver. Both Jelks and his passenger, 17-year-old Dontarius Wise, were detained. In the back seat, deputies discovered 2 pizzas. Jelks was arrested on charges of grand theft of a motor vehicle, no valid driver's license, and fleeing to elude law enforcement, while Wise was charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle. Both were transported to our Gold Star Hotel before being taken to the Department of Juvenile Justice for secure detention. On July 24, 2022, Trooper Gabe Chambers received a report of an ongoing pursuit in his area. He activated his emergency lights and sirens and began pursuing the suspect as soon as he was in position.
On, police coming up on Dixieland.
What's his speed?
Just to get north on Dixieland, passing Ferry. It's gonna be Lazy L Street, going west, and then they release that end.
The suspect and his girlfriend exited the vehicle and were both arrested. When the driver was asked why he fled, he claimed he was angry after an argument with his girlfriend. However, that certainly wasn't the best excuse. Both were arrested and taken into custody, bringing the chase to an end. In 2023, Ohio Highway Patrol officers found themselves in a high-stakes chase involving a recreational vehicle. This wild pursuit quickly turned out to be far more dangerous than anyone expected.
Continue on south,
Just when you think the suspect couldn't make this chase any more dangerous, he veers off the road and begins driving around houses. Realizing just how dangerous this suspect was, the trooper sped up and attempted a pit maneuver to stop him, but things didn't go as the trooper expected.
Be ready. Right here's something. He's not going to blow anyone. Send that dog. Send that dog.
Troopers finally managed to stop the suspect's vehicle. He exited and tried to flee on foot, but was quickly arrested and taken into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. On Saturday, October 26, 2024, Sergeant Spencer Morris reported he was attempting to stop a white SUV traveling westbound on Interstate 40 near the Mound City exit. Sergeant Morris later updated that the vehicle had taken the Martin Luther King exit. Trooper Dylan Evans observed several vehicles stopped at the exit ramp's stop sign on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive when I saw a white Jeep passing the stopped traffic on the inside shoulder, failing to yield to Sergeant Morris. Sergeant Morris then confirmed he was in pursuit of the Jeep on the exit ramp.
I think he's pulling over at MLK. He's getting off on MLK.
10-4.
Okay, we're 1037. He's passing vehicles. We're getting back on MLK. He's going south-south.
Southbound on MLK.
29 PBI if you can.
29 TBI if you can.
Get out of the car! TBI.
The trooper executed a successful TVI, bringing the suspect's vehicle to a stop. Both the suspect and the passengers were arrested and taken into custody, bringing this short chase to an end. On June 15, 2024, in Parma Heights, Ohio, a high-speed pursuit unfolded as Ohio State Police chased a woman driving erratically and endangering others on the road. The Parma Heights Police Department reported the chase began when the woman, whose identity remains undisclosed, refused to stop.
We're heading north on York. Light traffic. Just went through the red light on West Ridge Road, New York.
Right, female driver, sunglasses, straight black hair.
Going up on the grass. Howard's Jeweler. She's stopping. Negative, she's going through the grass again.
Just went through the grass.
Right from the start, the woman drove with extreme recklessness, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers on the road. Her dangerous maneuvers pushed the pursuit to a critical level.
Over the curb on snow. Going left on snow.
If you can, let this side slow
Come again. 44 is still westbound on snow. Coming up the Smith Road. North on Smith, passing Renmore.
The trooper held back from performing the pit maneuver, carefully waiting for backup to bring the chase to a safe end. But with each reckless turn, the pressure grew. If you were in his position, would you risk it all to stop the driver before she endangered innocent lives?
Driving in the middle of the road, still west. Taking a right on Rocky River. Driving up to the center lane, coming up to Brook Park. Was that a hit?
One trooper sprang into action, deploying spike strips with precision. The successful hit would make a huge impact on the chase, slowing the suspect down and shifting the odds in the officer's favor.
Coming back up to Henry Ford, 40 on secondary. Just sideswiped a tan Hyundai. It looks like they just took a mirror off. It's not going to be injured. Continuing westbound at Rocky River, speeds are, and just sideswiped another man here. Continuing westbound, maybe here, we're at the intersection of Rocky River and Brook Park Road. Sideswiped a third vehicle, a dark blue Jeep Company. 480 eastbound, cutting across all the lanes to the fast lane. Speeds are only about 15 right now. No tires on the left side of the car.
After the suspect sideswiped two vehicles, the trooper knew it was time to act. He made the call to stop her before she caused even more damage on the road.
She's now going the wrong direction on 480 eastbound. We do have traffic behind us stop though. Looks like we're coming to a stop here. Yeah, we gotta get this car stopped. We gotta head on blocking it.
Get out of the vehicle! Get out! Get out of the vehicle now! Get out! Get the out!
After hitting yet another vehicle, the chase finally came to an end as the woman was brought to a stop, arrested, and taken into custody. But here's the question for you. What punishment do you think people who endanger others like this should face? Let us know in the comments below. During this pursuit, Florida Highway Patrol found themselves in a multi-county chase. The suspect was spotted driving recklessly, prompting the activation of lights and sirens. However, the suspect failed to stop, leading to a high-speed pursuit.
Guys, don't trust the fox. He's trying to avoid a fox himself. You don't want to get hit by him.
Due to the suspect's reckless driving, multiple patrol cars became involved in the pursuit, all working together to bring the chase to an end.
What in the are you guys doing, man?
After 5 minutes, one trooper managed to get closer to the suspect vehicle, becoming the closest to bringing the chase to an end. Stay tuned to see if he succeeds in stopping the suspect.
Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss, bro. Ain't a good time now.
Traffic light with speed. Back off, Governor, back off. 5 strips. We're approaching inside lane, approaching 300. An hour coming up to the City Road 50 exit. 7 90 miles an hour approaching Brookville. We passed the exit ramp. Taking the exit.
The trooper missed 2 opportunities to execute the pit maneuver, and after 5 minutes, another trooper decided to take over the pursuit to get the job done. The trooper executed a successful pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to roll over into a ditch. Troopers surrounded the vehicle within seconds and arrested the suspect, taking him into custody without further incident. On February 21st, 2024, in Escambia County, Florida, Florida Highway Patrol initiated a pursuit of a 2023 silver Audi S4 after an 18-year-old driver from Wisconsin was involved in a hit-and-run crash at the intersection of Highway 29 and West Burgess Road. The troopers were originally investigating a separate stolen vehicle case when they witnessed the collision between a white Volvo and the gray Audi. After the crash, the Audi fled the scene, prompting troopers to give chase.
Right here.
The trooper called for helicopter assistance, which provided a significant advantage during the pursuit. The helicopter's aerial view helped track the suspect's movements, providing crucial information to ground units, allowing them to coordinate better and increasing the likelihood of bringing the chase to an end safely.
Turned around now. So the trooper, there you go. That's him turning around. That's him that just turned around right there. So he's southbound 29. Southbound 29.
Despite the trooper hitting the suspect vehicle 3 times, it wasn't enough to stop the chase. The suspect managed to make a right turn and continued fleeing, refusing to yield to the law enforcement units pursuing him. After 10 minutes of pursuit, the trooper finally managed to get close to the suspect vehicle and executed a successful pit maneuver, bringing the chase to a halt. After making contact with the vehicle, troopers successfully pitted it into a ditch, where it started to flip, landing upright. Trooper Davis and Trooper quickly apprehended the driver Noel Almargo Petongo as he tried to flee. With the vehicle upside down, Trooper called EMS for Petongo's injuries. Unfortunately, during the pit, Trooper collided with a mailbox, damaging the patrol car. After securing the scene, Petongo was rushed to Sacred Heart Hospital, where he's under guard. The investigation uncovered that Petongo was responsible for 2 hit-and-run accidents before the pursuit. One involved a white Volvo, and the other, a gray Toyota pickup. To make matters worse, Sergeant Davis also got into a crash during the chase. All in all, Petongo's reckless driving caused chaos and multiple accidents. On May 23rd in County Durham, UK, police spotted Richard Bowser, wanted on suspicion of assault, behind the wheel of a 550-horsepower Bentley Continental GT. As they attempted to stop him on the A68 near Tow Law, Bowser, reportedly under the influence of a large amount of cocaine, swerved into oncoming traffic, sparking a high-speed chase that reached up to 130 miles per hour between Tow Law and Willington.
I'm going to go medium risks into the 30s. I'm going to stay at medium risk for the 30s, just he's on the wrong side of the bend. Approaching the T-junction, stand by. It's left, left, left towards Willington. Down to low risk. Medium risk for the overtake oncoming vehicle. Back down to low risk, up to medium risk for near side pedestrians, offside pedestrians. Back down to low risk into the heading out of Willington. Yes, go ahead, Elliot. Sorry, mate.
Crash.
Yeah, Elliot, to crash with one of our traffic cars.
Bowser drove at an enormous speed, recklessly weaving through traffic, and even collided with a patrol car, but despite the crash, he kept playing, refusing to stop.
Yeah, he's gone left into the industrial estate. He's got substantial damage to his vehicle. He's struggling to keep control of it. Approaching the roundabout, he's right down on his speed now, Elliot, to 30 miles an hour. He's got substantial damage. He's gone right into the industrial estate. This is going to be a decamp, Elliot. Can we start getting units here?
After the high-speed chase, 44-year-old Bowser, who had consumed a vast quantity of cocaine, attempted to flee on foot but was quickly cornered. A police volunteer photographer riding along as a passenger managed to capture the stunning moment just seconds before impact, as all 4 wheels of the Bentley lifted off the tarmac. Bowser was later charged with dangerous driving, failing to stop, and assault. On September 15, 2022, Miami-Dade police officers located a stolen white Honda Civic traveling north on the Florida Turnpike near Bird Road. The vehicle, flagged as a felony vehicle linked to other property crimes, fled when officers attempted a stop, sparking a pursuit. Shortly after, as the chase neared State Road 836, Florida Highway Patrol took over as the primary agency.
Henry, we're going to be at the turnpike at Okie. Are you 1031?
It's a single time subject.
The suspect drove recklessly on the busy highway, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers.
I'm 51 now. We're getting off from 74 now. 74 eastbound and 74. Miles an hour approaching 102. Eastbound 74 approaching 97.
The trooper struggled to get close enough to the suspect for a pit maneuver, but with heavy traffic around, it was too dangerous to attempt. Determined, the trooper continued the pursuit, waiting for a safer opportunity.
Southbound approaching 58th Street now. 58th Street. He's at 12 Whiskey, 1 to 20.
He's now we're at home, and I'll give you a phone coming up.
Okay,
he just struck 1049. And we are... Okay, possible bailout right now. I'll give you a 20 right now.
I'm mapping you 107 and 90th Street. So bail out. Last unit was at 843.
The troopers missed an opportunity to block the suspect's path, allowing him to continue recklessly on the highway. Despite previously colliding with other vehicles, the suspect kept fleeing as if nothing had happened. It's important to note that we don't condone this kind of behavior, and this clip is shared only as a learning opportunity.
It's still northbound. We don't have a cross street yet. Approaching Okeechobee. 26 miles an hour and heavy traffic.
Northbound before Okie. Before the curb. Alright, that's it. We're going to go up to your curb. It's going to be left. And all K9 units are behind the vehicle. All K9 units are mainly behind the vehicle.
After 20 minutes of reckless driving and with multiple patrol cars joining the pursuit, troopers finally began catching up to the suspect, increasing their chances of bringing the chase to an end. The suspect made a left turn into a parking lot, finally coming to a stop. He and the passengers exited the vehicle and were swiftly arrested and taken into custody, bringing this long and wild, high-speed chase to an end. On November 2nd, 2024, Trooper was advised by Troop L Dispatch that Lowell Police Department was in pursuit on I-49 southbound from the 78 mm and had requested assistance. The trooper located the pursuit near the 76 mm where the suspect vehicle, a white van, was traveling in the right lane with its flashers on.
TBI. Roll over, start 1016.
As soon as the trooper took over the pursuit, he immediately initiated a TVI. The suspect vehicle veered off the roadway to the right and overturned. Paramedics were quickly called to the scene for the suspect. Lowell Police Department took the suspect, later identified as Alfred Prince, into custody without incident. On June 1st, 2022, Arkansas State Police troopers were involved in a pursuit of a Mitsubishi driver. And Trooper Brendan joined the chase as the secondary unit for 10 minutes before taking over as the primary unit.
Ford. I'm going to be leading pursuit.
This is Gary, like you have you coming back to work on board.
Flavoring unit, I get a safe location. I'm on tri-pit.
Cable. Are you able to take a phone call right now? My phone is in the floor.
The pursuit in this area posed a challenge for the trooper as he was unfamiliar with the surroundings and terrain.
6500 block.
Newport, current speed 65.
Copy, I'm not
coming up on Floral Road.
Still southbound on Kansas Code 487. Believe 342 today, probably about a mile from 87 possibly.
We just crossed Camp Dakota, or Prince Floral Road.
Southbound on Cedar Grove Road now. Okay.
The trooper stayed close behind the suspect, trying to remain as close as possible, waiting for the moment the suspect made a turn onto a road to execute a potential TVI.
Hey, what road are you on?
Central, he just hit a tree.
As the suspect sped at a high rate, he lost control and crashed into a tree. He came to a complete stop, and troopers quickly got him out of the vehicle and arrested him. The suspect was taken into custody, bringing this wild chase to an end. In Tallahassee, Florida, on January 8, 2022, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper observed a black Infiniti failing to move over, while another trooper conducted a traffic stop along I-10. When the trooper activated his emergency lights, the vehicle fled westbound on I-10, initiating a pursuit.
58, Whiskey 8, X-ray 44, 2009. I've got on board to show him a black 99 on station wagon represented at Davis Frankfurt. Show us the wagon on it. Go ahead.
The driver initially maintained a moderate speed, but as the trooper closed in, he suddenly accelerated, reaching speeds of 120 miles per hour and making the pursuit even more serious and dangerous. Three more patrol cars joined the pursuit, significantly increasing the chances of bringing this chase to an end. Troopers successfully forced the suspect into a ditch and boxed him in. He was arrested and taken into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. On January 2nd, 2024, Milwaukee police found themselves in pursuit of a mobile dealer. When officers located the vehicle, they activated their emergency lights and sirens, but the suspect refused to stop, triggering a high-speed chase. The suspect began driving recklessly, weaving between cars in the middle of the road and narrowly missing oncoming traffic. He showed no regard for the safety of others. Thanks to heavy traffic, a trooper managed to catch up with the suspect. As the suspect tried to squeeze through, he collided with another vehicle, bringing the chase to a halt. He then exited the vehicle and tried to flee on foot, but officers caught up with him within seconds and arrested him without further incident. On August 11th, 2024, in Sumter County, Florida, a routine traffic stop turned into a nightmare when the driver refused to stop, sparking a high-speed chase with the Florida Highway Patrol. The suspect immediately began driving recklessly at high speed through a residential area, making the pursuit even more dangerous. The suspect exited the residential area, giving the trooper a better chance to close in and attempt a pit maneuver to end the chase. But with such a reckless driver, this wouldn't be an easy task. As the suspect made a left turn, his vehicle lost significant speed, allowing the trooper to get closer, a critical moment that would impact the outcome of the chase. The trooper executed a successful pit maneuver, bringing the suspect's vehicle to a stop. Although the suspect tried to flee on foot, he was quickly arrested and taken into custody. On September 4th, 2023, in Independence County, Arkansas, Trooper Brandon was informed about an ongoing pursuit and activated his lights to join the chase. However, what was about to unfold would turn into a tragic incident. "63-year-old Michael Owens turned his motorcycle left onto US 167 from Pfeiffer Road and into the path of a state police car driven by Brandon Trewin, 36, of Newport. Despite Trewin's efforts to avoid the collision by driving off the roadway, the front of the police car made contact with the motorcycle. Trewin, with his lights and sirens activated, was taken to a hospital following the crash but was released a few days later. Unfortunately, Owens, the motorcyclist, died at the scene. In Escambia County, Florida, on November 27, 2023, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper was heading northbound on Interstate 10 when he spotted a sheriff's deputy stranded with 2 flat tires on the roadside. Meanwhile, other deputies were in pursuit of a vehicle with a suspected impaired driver. The trooper quickly moved to join the chase, determined to assist in bringing the fleeing driver to a stop.
Pull it over or you're going in the ditch. This is the Florida Highway Patrol. Pull it over or you're going in the ditch. "1781 336, are you direct?" going to be going southbound on University currently, so their bumper's off. Pit.
With a swift pit maneuver, the trooper sent the suspect's vehicle off the road, forcing it to a stop. But the chase wasn't over yet. The suspect jumped out and took off on foot, adding a new twist to this pursuit.
Get on the ground, dude! Get on the ground, boy! I'm gonna change you! Get on the ground!
After executing the pit maneuver, the trooper jumped out of his vehicle and chased the suspect on foot, quickly catching and arresting him. The driver, identified as Patrick Kohler, now faces multiple charges, including fleeing at high speeds, possession of controlled substances, DUI, and driving with a suspended license. Another dangerous chase brought safely to a close. A Florida Highway Patrol trooper observed a black Cadillac speeding northbound on I-95 at 80 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. As the trooper followed, a large piece of the Cadillac's bumper flew off, striking the front of the patrol car. Activating lights and sirens, the trooper signaled the driver to stop, but instead the driver accelerated, sparking a high-speed pursuit. The suspect signaled as if to pull over, pointing out the window, but instead hit the gas, speeding off and weaving through traffic at high speeds. The suspect vehicle then exited northbound onto US 441, veering into the right turn lane. Moments later, it intentionally collided with the rear of a silver Toyota Corolla. The trooper attempted another pit maneuver, making contact with the suspect vehicle, but it was unsuccessful. The suspect continued fleeing northbound on 27th Avenue. The suspect continued fleeing north on 27th Avenue and turned into the entrance of the Broward Bat, where troopers conducted a felony stop. Despite multiple commands to exit the vehicle, the driver remained inside and then intentionally put the vehicle in reverse, crashing into the trooper's patrol car.
Hey! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Get on the ground, man, please. Get on the ground, man, please.
The woman eventually exited the vehicle and was arrested. Troopers took her into custody without further incident. On March 9, 2023, Deputy Ford spotted a white vehicle on Pine Drive where a black female was trying to get into the passenger side. When the driver saw the patrol car, they sped off at 64 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. After a brief stop, the driver turned onto Norman Drive, then sped through a plaza parking lot, eventually making a left turn into oncoming traffic on Riverdale Road, ignoring lights and sirens.
Right on Crystal Lake Road. It'll be, I can't tell, it's a white color SUV. I have to be able to catch it to you. I'll get you 70 in 1 second. Crystal Lake Road will be headed east. Speeds will be 70. It'll be a Florida tag 4502 Adam North. They say Nissan, white color, Nissan Road. Stand by, he's making a bunch of left and right turns. Stand by.
As the suspect left the residential area, another trooper took over the pursuit, chasing the reckless driver at high speeds.
Black Hawk 1 up behind it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it as soon as I can.
The trooper got close enough to attempt a pit maneuver twice, but both attempts were unsuccessful. The suspect continued fleeing, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers on the road.
He turned around, turn around, turn around.
One trooper successfully executed a pit maneuver, bringing the suspect to a stop. However, the suspect crawled out of the window and fled on foot. The suspect didn't get far before a trooper deployed a taser, stopping him in his tracks. He was arrested and taken into custody, bringing this wild chase to an end. Streetsboro police are investigating a Sunday evening chase after a man fled from a routine traffic stop. According to Police Lieutenant Tricia Wayne, the pursuit began around 7:20 p.m. near State Route 43 and Frost Road.
South on Market Square, Market Square.
The suspect, driving a white truck, tore down the road recklessly, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers. With 2 patrol cars in pursuit, officers were determined to bring this dangerous chase to an end. The suspect suddenly made a sharp left turn, weaving through residential streets and driving around houses, escalating the danger and making the pursuit even more intense for everyone involved. The suspect finally came to a stop, exiting the vehicle and fleeing on foot. After a 10-minute search, he was found hiding in the woods, apprehended, and taken into custody, bringing the pursuit to an end. On September 12, 2022, Trooper Ethan Carlton was on a routine patrol when one biker flew past him at high rate of speed. Trooper turned around immediately and tried to catch up to the biker with emergency lights and sirens activated. The biker definitely saw a trooper as he continued driving at high rate of speed, but the trooper, after 5 minutes, finally got closer to the biker. As a trooper exited patrol car, he pulled the biker on the ground and arrested him. The biker was arrested and taken into custody. However, I would like to hear your opinions. Did Trooper overreacted in this situation, or he handled the situation well? On Saturday, March 23rd, officers from the West Precinct responded to a call at a waste management business on Corley Road in Norcross. The report? A former employee had stolen a massive 75,000 pound front loader with a giant bucket and was driving it around the property. When officers tried to stop him, he ignored their commands and took the vehicle onto Corley Road, then onto Jimmy Carter Boulevard, weaving unpredictably through heavy traffic. His wild path even included an abrupt U-turn under a bridge as officers struggled to bring the situation under control.
He's gonna go out the main road.
Watch your dick, he's ready. Making a left. Keep me updated. I've got the sanitation truck, the large tractor, which is our best bet. It's a little bit slower, but he's behind us as well.
Hey, radio, we're in front of Victory World Church on Brook Hollow.
I left my yellow best friend.
Are you 10-3 for the vehicle, Corley? Center and Oprah.
10-3. Circle off the road, Brook Drive.
This is unbelievable.
It's wrong.
This was without a doubt one of the most unusual and chaotic chases we've ever seen. After a tense pursuit, troopers finally managed to get the suspect out of the massive front loader, bringing this wild ride to an end.
What?
180. Yeah, that's definitely just start rolling for the heavy round.
Hey, let's get him up since this thing's laying on its side.
In 2021, Ohio State Police pursued a red SUV after the driver was spotted making unsafe lane changes and ignoring stop sign. A trooper witnessing the erratic driving activated emergency lights and sirens, but the SUV driver refused to stop, sparking a wild, high-speed chase.
Our County angry. Southbound on 202. Suspect that shot up in Tekla the other week. Speed's at 80. Lights.
Crash at 202 and 40.
240.
There.
Portsmouth. 24, be out with him. 5.
431. I need medic.
As the suspect hit the gas to accelerate, he lost control and crashed into a tree. Multiple patrol cars arrived at the scene and provided assistance until an ambulance arrived. The suspect was taken to the hospital, where he recovered and was later taken into custody. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What punishment do you think is fair for fleeing law enforcement? While stationed, a trooper spotted a driver speeding far above the posted limit. Quickly putting his vehicle in drive, the trooper activated his lights and began pursuing the driver, who continued to ignore the stop and sped off, refusing to pull over. As the driver accelerated even further, the trooper quickly called for backup. The suspect swerved in and out of lanes, speeding at a dangerous rate, making it clear this pursuit was about to get even more intense. As the trooper began losing sight of the suspect, he informed other units and made the decision to cancel the pursuit, continuing with routine patrolling. Now let me know in the comments, what do you think the trooper could have done differently in this chase to stop the suspect before it got away? We'd love to hear your thoughts. In 2023, a high-speed chase broke out in West Allis, Wisconsin after police spotted a suspect swerving dangerously. When officers tried to pull him over, he floored it, leading them on a pursuit through the streets.
Residents. I'm gonna try and jump up behind in case we get so much space and hit it.
Big Bit Greenfield.
33, give us the patch, please, so I can talk to them.
Continuing northbound, it's coming up to Greenfield now. Kingston and Abilene State, Davidson and Parker. Over. Alright, pulling up for a little bit of traffic here. Continuing northbound from Green.
One quick-thinking trooper raced ahead, setting up spike strips, ready to stop the suspect in his tracks as he sped towards the officer's position.
Positive hit! Positive hit!
7-1-10-8, one issue. I can call it.
I copy, keep calling it.
There's just with 7-1-100. Over.
33, are we back to a chase? I'm primary at this point. It's where 3 else miles driving.
Mayfair and Blue Mountain with 6, continuing northbound. We can't patch with them on that channel.
The trooper's spike strips deflated the suspect's tires, but he kept pushing on, speeding recklessly. Little did he know, those damaged tires would soon play a crucial role in bringing the chase to an end.
224, Lamb, I'm with you.
I just lost a tire slowing down here at Research Drive.
Joey, what's the reason for their initial pursuit? Someone down. What's the reason for the
pit?
Flank, 107 block of flank. Dick.
Driver's foot bailing, she's running south.
With a precise pit maneuver, the trooper forced the suspect's car to a stop. But she wasn't done yet, jumping out and fleeing on foot. However, her escape didn't last long. Officers caught up quickly, taking her into custody without further incident. While on routine patrol in Wisconsin, an officer noticed a driver behaving suspiciously and attempted a traffic stop. However, the driver refused to pull over, initiating a high-speed pursuit. Fleeing from a traffic stop is always a bad decision and can quickly escalate into a situation far more serious than a simple traffic violation.
8 miles an hour, roads dry, no traffic.
This is Hope Morton, you can fix that college.
Red at Packard and Ramsey, speed 90 miles an hour, still southbound.
Officers later discovered that the suspect was driving his girlfriend's vehicle. She revealed that she had been on the phone with him as officers attempted to pull him over.
He called me and he's like, "I'm 4 minutes, the police behind me." I'm like, just pull over, I don't want my car to get totaled. Then he's like, the phone finna die. The phone died, I've been trying to call.
So he was on the phone with you when I initially stopped him?
Yes.
Okay, because I could see him on speakerphone.
Dashcam footage shows the suspect briefly slowing down, but instead of stopping, he suddenly accelerated, initiating a pursuit.
Alright, he's taking off on me. We are going to be eastbound Barnard from Sweet Applewood and coming in pursuit. Speeds at 45.
88 miles an hour, roads dry, no traffic.
This is Hope Morton, you can fix that college.
Fred at Packard and Ramsey, speed 90 miles an hour, still southbound.
Meanwhile, additional officers joined the chase.
We are going to be eastbound Barnard from Sweetapple coming in pursuit. Speed at 45, still eastbound, coming up to King now. 6 at College.
The chase lasted only 3 minutes before officers lost sight of the suspect.
All right, looks like we may have lost eyes here. Still in Chicago. We're crossing Rawson.
Either banged off east on Rawson, went west through the park.
The officers then called for assistance from Milwaukee police to join the pursuit and help locate the suspect.
Dash, can you do me a favor and call over to South Milwaukee? There was a South Milwaukee squad that was coming north on Chicago, and see if he saw anything.
10-4, contacting now. South Milwaukee officer, I couldn't hear you.
Yes, just advise when they call that we were checking the area. We have not seen their vehicle that they were pursuing, but we do have squads checking the area.
Since the vehicle belonged to the suspect's girlfriend, officers met with her at the Airbnb where she was staying to gather more information.
I'm trying to figure out where's my car located at. You guys were just literally on a chase with my boyfriend, and he called me saying the police is behind him. I'm like, just pull over.
What's his name?
Justin.
Justin? What's his last name?
Makila. He was in a Mazda. It's a
Mazda what?
2000 Portage.
What color?
Like a dark blue.
Do you know your license plate at all?
Yes, I have it in my phone. I literally.
We have our officers there?
Yes. I'm sorry, I can hang up.
Why don't you hang up with her because she has other calls coming in, okay?
Yes.
Thank you. Did he tell you where he was at?
He told me he was 4 minutes. I heard polices and I heard my car. I heard it coming from them ways. And I'm just telling him, just pull over.
Did he tell you where he was, though?
No, he just told me I'm 4 minutes from here. I'm 4 minutes from here.
As the girlfriend pleaded with officers to bring back her vehicle, they explained that they didn't know the whereabouts of her boyfriend or the vehicle, given that the suspect had fled and was still at large.
Yep, that's the plate that we have to. So unfortunately, we don't have your boyfriend or the vehicle right now. The best thing he can possibly do is, come and talk to us.
I just want my car.
Okay.
I just brought my car. It's my first car. I don't even care about him right now. I just want my car.
All right. Do you have your boyfriend's, like, does he have an iPhone at all? Are you able to track his phone?
No, I have his phone number, but it's just going straight to voicemail, straight to voicemail, straight to voicemail. I don't know why he get in a pursuit with my car. It's my first car, my first car.
After half an hour, the vehicle was located, having crashed over an embankment and landed in the water below.
Look away if you don't want to be in the photo here.
Go ahead.
Can you do me a favor and send a photo of the driver to my WhatsApp?
10-4.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, before I fall.
Officials later confirmed that the suspect, 23-year-old Justin Mbakela, died in the accident. Milwaukee police found themselves in a chaotic high-speed chase involving 6 people crammed into one vehicle. It all began when officers received a report of a stolen car. Once located, the driver and 5 passengers took off, sparking a dangerous pursuit through the city.
All right, they're taking off on us.
Turn my light sirens on.
3233 for the air. You're now southbound on 17th Street. From the lead, vehicles in the wrong way of traffic. We're in the correct lane. White Chevy Trax, no plates. One of our properties out of District 1. Approaching Highland. Vehicle is now eastbound on Highland from 17th. Still in the wrong lane of travel. We're in the correct lane of travel.
Rear passengers got
traffic
a camo
clear. Rear passenger is camo hoodie, continuing eastbound. Speeds are approximately 30 miles per hour, approaching 13th.
That was used in the robbery, the description.
All right, coming up to 12th. All right, he's going to hit the gas station parking lot on 12th and Highland.
The suspect recklessly drove into oncoming traffic, narrowly avoiding collisions but endangering countless lives along the way. Determined to bring this chase to an end, the trooper moved in to stop him as quickly as possible.
On Juneau, crossing 13th. Speeds are approximately 50 miles per hour. All right, northbound, 14th from Juneau. 301 secondary. Continuing northbound, passing McKinley, approaching Valete. All right, we're going to be eastbound on Valete from 14th Street in pursuit of a white Chevy Trax, wanted for an armed robbery carjacking out of District 1. Looks to be occupied at least 4 times. From Valete, speeds are 25 miles per hour. Continuing south on 12th, crossing McKinley. Multiple occupants, at least 4 occupants.
Island.
Right.
Get on the freeway.
We're now north from Highland on the freeway on-ramp. 41 north.
43 north.
43
The suspect then entered the freeway, continuing his reckless driving at high speeds with no regard for the safety of others on the road.
3233 in pursuit of a white Chevy Trax. Listed a car, continuing northbound. White van hit on the freeway. Notify the sheriffs. The occupants seem to be okay. Times wanted for an armed robbery out of District 1. Continuing northbound. Northbound on 43, crossing North Avenue. Speeds are 79. Traffic is moderate. Robbery carjacking out of District 1. Occupied at least 4 times. All right, getting stuck in traffic. We're just south of the Locust exit here. Make sure we're patched with 5. All right, we're exiting. We are on the shoulder of 43 northbound. Still in traffic here. Come on. All right, continuing northbound on 43. Quarter mile from Keith.
As the driver weaved through traffic, he entered a construction zone lane, a decision that would turn out to be the biggest mistake of his life.
4 times wanted for armed robbery carjacking out of District 1. Speeds are 70. Traffic currently light. Road conditions are dry. All right, continuing northbound, passing Keith.
We're getting stuck here.
Yeah. We are in a construction lane. It's possible this lane ends. Continuing northbound. Capitol is our next exit here. 3233 in pursuit. Looks like they're going to be blocked by construction equipment here. Stop the vehicle!
Blocked by a truck, the suspect desperately backed into a patrol car, nearly hitting an officer. When he refused to stop, officers made the difficult decision to open fire, resulting in the suspect's death on the spot, while the other passengers were arrested. What's your take on this chase? Could officers have handled it differently? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. In St. Johns County, Florida, on December 19, 2023, the Florida Highway Patrol responded to a call for assistance from the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. They were in pursuit of a blue Cadillac suspected in a grand theft. As the trooper arrived, he took the lead with lights and sirens blazing, ready to bring this chase to an end. As the suspect began weaving dangerously through traffic, recklessly passing other vehicles and crossing lanes, the trooper made a quick decision to accelerate, determined to bring this chase to an end as soon as possible.
It's not worth it.
With a precise pit maneuver, the trooper forced the suspect's vehicle into a spin, bringing it to a complete stop. The trooper quickly exited and, alongside the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, arrested all 3 occupants. They faced multiple charges, including grand theft. The driver, identified as Jeremiah Riley, was charged with fleeing, eluding, and reckless driving before being transported to jail. Another pursuit brought safely to a close. Trooper Robbie Stewart was finishing up a routine traffic stop when a vehicle sped past him. Quickly getting back into his patrol car, he observed a black Pontiac with no license plate. With lights and sirens activated, the trooper attempted to stop the vehicle, but the driver failed to yield, initiating a pursuit.
B3 and 498 and 1024. Near Acres Road, black Pontiac G6. No 28.
At first, the trooper wasn't sure if the driver would pull over, but it quickly became clear that he was in a pursuit. The trooper immediately informed dispatch that he was in pursuit of the vehicle.
Summit Ridge. Right out.
Hey! Show your hands! Show your hands!
The driver struck a tree with the front of the vehicle, causing it to rotate clockwise. Troopers quickly exited their patrol cars and arrested the driver without further incident.
Get on your stuff. Get on your stuff. Head right back.
We're good. Robbie Stewart, I'm state police trooper. Stopping you for no tags. Why are you running from me?
Because I'm in the FCTC court.
I don't know what that is.
Family court, treatment center, trying to get my kids back.
Well, this didn't make it any better.
The pursuit began in Portland when Sergeant Jason Lyle spotted a gold Cadillac DeVille with Washington plates traveling northbound on I-205. The vehicle matched the description of the getaway car from a recent shooting scene, which was reported to be a gold or brown Cadillac. Upon identifying the suspect vehicle, Sergeant Lyle initiated a traffic stop, and the pursuit ensued as the driver failed to pull. Troopers managed to get close to the suspect vehicle as the pursuit continued. One trooper, seeing an opportunity, decided to take action and executed a pit maneuver. The maneuver successfully stopped the suspect vehicle, bringing the high-speed chase to an end. The suspect was then taken into custody without further incident. In Miami-Dade County, Florida, on July 7, 2022, Florida Highway Patrol troopers attempted to pull over a vehicle for reckless driving. The driver slowed down but never fully stopped, instead accelerating at high speeds, initiating a pursuit. The troopers had a difficult time getting closer to the suspect, but one trooper finally managed to locate the vehicle and close the distance, positioning himself closer to the suspect.
Signal 4, cars on fire. Signal 4, cars on fire. Signal 4, cars on fire. All units responding. Get off on the right. Get off on the visual from the ready.
The suspect crashed his vehicle, which then caught on fire. Despite the flames, he exited the car and began fleeing on foot.
We're still behind them.
The suspect jumped into a wooded area and was pursued by Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Hernandez, who deployed a taser, but it failed to make full contact. Trooper Cantelar then deployed K-9 Gunner into the woods, and K-9 Gunner quickly located the suspect, who surrendered without incident.